CV Tools is a suite of Max for Live devices that allows Ableton Live to communicate with Eurorack modular hardware. What I want to show you is how you can use the CV instrument device in order to sequence an oscillator. To use CV Tools, we need a DC coupled audio interface. Here I'm using the Expert Sleeper's ES8. We need to make sure that in our preferences we have our audio input device set to ES8 and our audio output device also set to ES8. Once we've done that, we can go over to the browser under Max for Live, Max Instrument. We're going to select CV Instrument, and that loads up the CV Instrument device on a MIDI track. We need to calibrate our oscillator to make sure that the pitch tracks properly. Click Calibrate. Connect the output of our oscillator to the input on our audio interface. The next step is to select our audio input. In the drop-down menu, we're going to select External Input, and right now we're using Input 1 on the interface, so we select Input 1. Step 3 is to select which of our outputs we want to use as our pitch CV out. In this case, I'm going to use number 3, send that to the pitch input on our oscillator. So then where it says CV pitch 2, we need to select external output, output 3. Now we need to physically turn the pitch knob on our oscillator until the tuner in CV instrument reads C3. Now we begin the calibration process. Great. Now that our oscillator is in tune, we need to control the amplitude envelope in order to shape the sound. By clicking this little triangle, we can expand CV instrument to see more parameters. We want to use envelope 1 to control the VCA on our oscillator. So I'm going to set CV2, external output, output 4, and then patch output 4 on the interface to the VCA input on the oscillator. Now we can dial in how much envelope 1 controls the VCA on the oscillator. Now I want to program in a sequence so that we have something to listen to. Now that we have our sequence running, we can adjust the ADSR envelope to shape our sound. Let's modulate one of the parameters on our oscillator using Shaper in CV Instrument. Let's use output 5 and patch that to formant on our oscillator. And under CV2, let's select external output number 5. And since the output of our oscillator is going into live, we can add audio effects to our sound. Hopefully that gives you some ideas how you can integrate Eurorack modular gear into your Ableton Live setup.